Hi students, welcome in our science section, chapter number 3, cleaning of food. Let us learn about in this lesson need for separation of substances from a mixture. Methods of separation. Water, a universal solvent. First, you learn about need for separation of substances from a mixture. In our daily life, we come across many situations when we need to separate a substances from a mixture. Mixtures are substances that consist of two or more types of particles or substances. Means student, you know what is meant by mixture? Mixture is a substance that consists of two or more types of particles or substances. Then what is meant by pure substance? Pure substances consist of particles of only one kind. Suppose your mother prepare a dish containing green chilies, peas, paneer and potato. If you don't like green chilies and peas, then what will you do? Most of the children separate them out in their dish. One can easily pick out green chilies from the dish, but separating peas from it is a bit difficult task. You have also seen your mother separating stones from pulses. Similarly, tea leaves are separated out from the liquid using strainer. In all these examples, we have seen that separation can be done easily because the substance we have to separate are of different sizes and shapes, which are easily to identify. But sometimes it is difficult to separate the desired components from the mixture when all the components are of a same color. Have you ever seen a woman separating butter from milk? It is done by churning milk. We can separate butter from milk only by mechanical methods. Separation becomes worse when its components are of extremely small size. Suppose you have to separate salt from a mixture of salt and chalk powder. It is really very difficult task to separate the component. Why? Because both color are white and same particles are too small to be picked by hand. The components of a mixture do not lose their identity and can be separated by various physical methods in this lesson. Then, next point you learn need for separation of the substances from a mixture. Separation means to remove one thing from the other. It usually involves the removal of unwanted components of a mixture. The main reasons for separation of substance in a mixture are as follows. Means to remove undesirable substance, and second to obtain useful components. First, to remove undesirable substance. Your mother removes stones from pulses and rice before cooking. While pouring tea in the cup, tea leaves are removed from tea. Here both stones and tea leaves are undesirable substances. Undesirable substances means नको असलेले पदार्थ. Second, to obtain useful components. Separation is also used to obtain useful components from a mixture. For example, petrol and diesel are separated out from petroleum, which is a complex mixture of hydrocarbons and many other organic compounds. Then methods of separation. The flowchart given ahead clearly mentions some methods of separation. We can learn here methods of separation. First, separation of solids from other solids. In this method, four methods are present: sieving, hand picking, threshing, winnowing. This is the four methods which are coming in which group? Separation of solid from other solid. Next group, separation of insoluble solids from a liquid. Then in this group, first you learn about sedimentation, decantation and filtration. And third group is coming separation of soluble solids from liquid. In this section you are learn about evaporation and condensation and distillation. In this part you are learning about separation of a solids from other solids, only sieving, hand picking and threshing and winnowing. These four methods you are learning. Then first you can learn about separation of solid from other solids. First, hand picking. Hand picking means use hand and separate the mixture. In this method, the undesirable solid substances is separated from the useful substances by hand. It is used to separate components of mixture when the undesirable solid differ from the useful components in shape, size or color. This method is applicable only when the undesirable solid present in small quantities. It is you are not using at a large quantities. You are using in a at a small quantities, and the quantity of the mixture is also not very large. For example, your mother handpicks stones from pulses before cooking. It is easy task, but it is a not you are using at a large scale. Next method is sieving. Sieving, salani. This method is used to separate the components of mixture which differ in size. The size of the holes in the sieve depend on the size of the components to be separated. For example, sieves with bigger pores are used at construction site. You know about construction site, to separate stones and pebbles from sand. Sieves also used. Then sieves with fine pores are used to separate the bigger particles in flour also. Yes, na? Your mother uses a sieve to separate wheat bran from flour. Our next method is a threshing. Threshing means malani. It is the process of separating grain from its stalk by beating the stalk with sticks or by allowing bullocks to trample the stalks or by using machines. This method is particularly used in agricultural field. In big fields, threshing is done by using thresher. Using threshers is an economical and a more efficiency way. Threshing means, you understand student, it is a process of separating grain from its stalk by beating the stalks with stick, and it is particularly used in a agricultural field. But when it is a large scale, then threshing is used by using threshers, and it is also economical but more efficiency way. Next method is coming in this section is winnowing. Winnowing and upanane. It is a method of separating lighter components in a mixture from the heavier ones. With the help of the force of wind or air, the threshed grain still has a lighter fibrous mass called husk, with which the grains was covered inside the stalk. Grain and husk are separated by winnowing. Since husk is lighter than the grain, while winnowing the husk particles are carried away by wind and from a separate heap at a short distance, and the heavier grains falls below and form a heap, and in this way it is easily you are separate husk from a grain. Means student, you understand the separation of solids from other solids. You can learn about in this section four methods. First one is hand picking, second sieving, third threshing, and fourth one is winnowing. Means it is use easy method to separate mixture from one substance to another substance. Next part, you are learning about the separation of insoluble solids from liquids. Do you understand this point clear? Thank you.